to get mad. Everybody wanna keep up. Don't you know I move too fast? I'ma zip right past. Drip all on my swag. Why you tryna size me up? You don't wanna try your luck. Hot as a stove, what did you know? Burn like coal, yeah, you know I go. Way too hot, yeah, I really too cold. I'ma keep going till I hit my goals. Better get back when I'm in my zone. Do it for the ones that I know back home. Did it myself, they ain't put me on. But you call back if you hear that song.
So, ladies and gentlemen, back at the house now. Tristan, who's my creative director of my company, and I tried to record, and I'm sure you saw that little bit of a clip. So basically, actually, I'm not going to say his name, but the director of Patek Philippe, or at least that salon, he was actually the one who served me. I have another point of reference there, I guess you could say. Incredible guy. Once again, I guess I just won't say his name. Reason I do this is because, like, with Patek Philippe, they're very careful, like, in terms of filming. Even some of you guys may or may not know that I got my mom a women's Nautilus, the blue dial version for her birthday. And yeah, obviously that was like a very special day. Most of you guys know me and my mom's story, single mom, raised me on her own, my mom, my dad, my best friend, everything. And my mom really is a timeless woman. So, getting her a Nautilus was a very special moment for me. And yeah, actually my point of reference, we'll say, at Patek Philippe green lighted it, but then they reached out to their I guess PR team, and unfortunately they said no. So yeah, anyways, tried our luck again, and we were actually gonna wait until the director sat down and basically be like, hey, just wondering if we could film because we're actually filming today. And yeah, instantly he shut it down, obviously very graciously. But yeah, wasn't able to record in there, but Tristan would have created a super nice edit for you guys, so you guys did get to see the experience of going there, picking up some nice macro shots, etc. So what I thought I'd do now is give you guys an unboxing and tell you a little bit about this piece. So this is the Patek Philippe 5968A. Now this is actually the first time that Patek Philippe ever introduced a chronograph function into their Alkanaut lineup, and they released this in 2018, I believe. Also the same year, I'm pretty sure, someone can fact check me on this, as they did their perpetual calendar on their Nautilus line. So yeah, that bezel world must have been absolutely nuts. Like those are two, I guess, kind of out, I wouldn't say out there, but definitely like it's a big step up in terms of horology for Patek Philippe. So yeah, that bezel world must have been nice. RIP to bezel world on that note. But funnily enough, my point of reference at Patek Philippe actually told me, I believe in like mid-May, that there was some interesting things coming up for the Alkanaut lineup. And he wasn't wrong. They actually released this model in precious metal, so white gold, in the green khaki variation, as well as the blue, I don't know what the actual technical, but the blue variation as well. And funny enough, when he actually gave me news that this came, he asked me, hey, did you see the other ones? Like, are you sure this is the one you still want? Which is, honestly, Patek Philippe is just the most accommodating brand on earth. Like, if you're dealing with Patek Philippe directly, which, I've had a great time doing so, like, they're just true gentlemen. Every single person I've dealt with, like, they're incredible. And yeah, I told him, of course, like, this is still the one I want. If I could have this or the other two, obviously those are white gold, a little bit heavier. And plus the big thing with this, obviously steel, but the fact that you get two straps and you can swap them out is incredible. Now, one thing that I am thinking, and I don't know if there's a possibility, is even maybe getting a blue strap, but then again, I guess it wouldn't match with the dial. Obviously you can't get that direct from Patek Philippe, but I'm sure if you shop around, you should be able to find other straps, and obviously it should work because it's still at the end of the day the same watch, just one's in precious metal and one's in steel. So I don't know, I can look into it, but as I said, I guess maybe it wouldn't really fit that well with the dial. So I'll go ahead and just open it up for you guys. I don't think there's much else you need to know except for that. In my opinion, I still think out of AP, out of Rolex, definitely Rolex. I mean, Rolex boxes are terrible. And I'm talking even some of the gem set pieces, like you would expect something special, and it's just, or some of the platinum pieces, like it's not. Like, the platinum, with my platinum Daytona, you do get a bigger box, but just, like, it's not Patek Philippe. And, you look at like this watch, I think this watch was 38,000 pounds and this one is 24, but like, let's say I have the rose gold on the bracelet version, but it's not the Oyster Flex, and that's like 33,000. If you compare that box to what you get at Patek Philippe, it's a it's 9-day difference. So anyways, as you can see right here, when we open it up, apologies for any smudges, you will find, actually let me go ahead and zoom out. You will find the watch. Okay, so the watch that is sitting inside here is the 5968 let's see if that focus in. You can tell, beautiful, 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 beautiful dial. Now, one thing that I didn't realize, and that the director at Patek Philippe, or at least the Old Bond Street salon, told me, the reason they do orange is because obviously the Aquanaut is actually made for diving. So this is waterproof to 120 meters, I believe. So orange is actually, in terms of colors that you lose, it's actually the last color that you lose. So even at the depths of 100 meters or whatever, I don't know the specifics of what it actually would be. I guess the whole thinking is that you'll still be able to see the orange of the sweeping chronograph hand, which at the moment I'm most using as a seconds hand, which, by the way, was another very interesting thing, because on your well, I guess you can still do it. On, for example, Daytonas, a lot of people run the chronograph hand almost as a second hand. And I mean, there is debate. Some people say that it's bad for it. Some people that say that, all it'll do is just drain the power reserve quicker. So, I guess it is up for debate. But yeah, the director told me, nope, it's fine. Like, you can run this as much as you want, and you can use this as a sweeping seconds hand. So that is the watch. In terms of the box, there's nothing else that's in it. Obviously, they have the I forget what the actual name is for this, but they have like the little pusher, and that is for the date right here. You can see on the side. Let's see if that focuses. I don't know how well that's coming across. You can see that there is a little pusher right at the bottom here, and you press that to change the date function. Anyways, putting that down, let me put the box to the side. So you can see right here that this is a Flyback chronograph. Now, this is actually the first Flyback chronograph I've ever owned, which I'm very excited for. And I think most of Patek, and I think pretty much all of Patek Philippe's watches are like that. The next watch I'm actually picking up is the 5961R. I will get Tristan to put up a photo of that to give you guys some context. And that's also a Flyback chronograph. But you can see right here, if I press this button, it should, oh no, I pressed the wrong button. You see right there, it should snap back into place, right? And as you can see, as it runs, you see, if I just press this, then it will, wow! And just keep running again, right? And you can do that as many times as you like. Right, so let's say you wanted to time intervals between something, and you can just go ahead and, funny enough, I know, I mean, this is going to sound terrible, but some of you guys may know that I've been getting into cigars a lot. I was actually wearing my Daytona, I think it was my rose gold, or maybe my steel Daytona, one or the other. And I wanted to use the chronograph function on it, because basically, one of the things that a lot of people who smoke cigars do, and one of the big issues that one of the big mistakes that I was making was I was smoking too quick, right? So I was trying to time every 60 seconds, time every 45 seconds, 60 seconds, just being diligent, and just, I wanted to put the chronograph back to just, kind of train myself to smoke slower, right? So I don't heat up the tobacco too much. With the Daytona, it's a little tough because you have to press one pusher, right, to stop it, and then the other one to reset it. While that was happening, I was like, man, I really wish I really hope I get my Aquanaut soon, because with that you can just let it run, for 30 seconds, and you just need to press, as you can see right here, you just need to press one button. Let it focus first. One button, and there we go. It resets and it just keeps running, right? And that is the Flyback chronograph function. So I will go ahead and put this on now, and I'll take this off. There we go. I'll put that right there. Now, this watch right here is a 42 millimeter size. It's also a little chunkier, right? Than, for example, I have the 5711R, the rose gold Nautilus, and that is a lot thinner, obviously. And same thing with, if you compare this even to the I don't know what the reference number is. So basically like the 42 millimeter version, the khaki or the blue ones, without the chronograph function. Obviously, that's the main thing that kind of beefs it up. Now, I have large wrists, so for me, this wears totally fine, right? 42 is no issue. I mean, I have a Richard Mille, so in order to wear that watch, like you have to be very daring. So yeah, I think for me, it fits perfectly. I will not lie. For example, if I could take the 5711R, the watch I own, or the 5980, I would take the 5711R any day, right? And I'm not talking in terms of complication and this and that. I'm just talking in terms of aesthetics. For me, that thin profile, you cannot beat it, right? But in the Aquanaut, I love, and I guess that's also just because the 5980, like, I don't know, I just don't think it looks nice aesthetically. Whereas I think the chronograph, the pushers and everything, and just like the total, in general, the balance of the watch just on the chrono Aquanaut, I think it fits perfectly. Now let's look at some of the other stuff they've given me. As always, Patek Philippe treat me very, very kindly. Carrying case, I have a few of these. I have like a 4-watch roll, a 2-watch roll, and then and a couple of these single carrying cases. Gloves. So I should have actually probably put these on to show you. Yeah, I guess too late now. So that's that. A little carrying case. They gave me a scarf. They're very kind to me. They also know a little bit about my mom, and that, you know, she was always, I guess, some of the sacrifices she had to make, you know, growing up, and, you know, a little bit about our difficulties growing up, and that, you know, even when I started my business, she was my biggest supporter, and even, you know, when I started my business when I was 16 years old, that she was my biggest supporter. And everything like that. So funny enough, Patek Philippe are always very, very kind to my mother. Obviously, as I said, you know, being able to buy her a Nautilus for her birthday was a very special moment. But yeah, they've just in general, like even when they delivered the 5711R, I was actually away for business. And I wasn't going to be in London for a few weeks. So they actually, you know, and for example, with Rolex, you know, they don't do this, like they don't even let someone else pick up the watch for you. You know, I want to get my assistant to go pick up the watches and drop it off at my vault. And yeah, Rolex wouldn't do that, whereas Patek Philippe were very accommodating. They even dropped it off to my house. My mother was here, and they actually sent a gift to my mom just for like collecting it. So yeah, they're very, very sweet. So they actually gave me this nice scarf. Yeah, this is really nice. This is beautiful. So yeah, once again, a massive, massive thank you to Patek Philippe. So that is that. And the last thing is, and the piece de resistance, is this strap right here. So this right here is the orange strap that it comes with. So you can obviously swap these out whenever you want. Tristan, my creative director, he was telling me, bro, you got to put on the orange strap. And it's funny, a lot of my other friends have been like, yeah, dude, you gotta be rocking the orange strap for the summer. So I think probably I'll leave this strap on for a week, and then I'll probably swap it out for this. So yeah, this is definitely quite out there with the orange strap. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. And as I said, just, I don't know, like having the versatility, that's what I like as well. Like even with my Richard Mille, you know, if I had to have a top 5 watch collection, it would not be in there. If I'm, you know, even with my Richard Mille, you know, it's not one of those, like if I had to have one watch for the rest of my life, it would probably be the 5711R. That or maybe my Steel Daytona. But the Richard Milles are a lot of fun, and one of the main reasons they're a lot of fun is because I have 4 straps for them. Yeah, 4 straps for them. So what's cool about that, obviously, is that I can swap out the strap, and it feels like a totally new watch each time. So yeah, very excited to try this on. Ladies and gents, that is pretty much about it. I don't think there's much else to mention. As I said, I always really just kind of refrain from making videos when I buy watches. Yeah, for example, like when I got that 5711R from Patek Philippe, you know, didn't make a video about that. And I don't know, the reason that is just because, like, I don't know, like, guys, I like to live my life. Like, you know, when I enjoy some of the finer things in life, you know, when I finally take some time off from work, I like to just kind of enjoy it and decompress. But then on the flip side, I also know that you guys love the fact that you can watch back to 2015 and you can watch videos of me writing down my goals, writing down affirmations, like, you know, having this massive dream for my business and my life, and, you know, me and my mom and all this stuff. And, you know, then you can watch videos of me in 2017 where I'm like, you know, so excited because I'm in, you know, my client's office, and I'm like, oh, this is my new client, such and such. And then you can watch to 2019 where, you know, like I'd really established, you know, the business had really taken off, and you know, the year prior at the age of 18, making like my first $1 million profit. Like, it was, I don't know, it's cool, I guess, to watch the whole journey. And sometimes I forget that you guys, like, the journey isn't done. And I know that, and as I said, I guess sometimes I forget that, oh, there's still a sticker on here. And the thing is with Rolexes, there's always like stickers. Like, I'll find stickers literally like months after I've bought a watch. Oh, there we go. But anyways, but yeah, as I said, sometimes I forget that, like, you guys, I don't know, want to see outside of the business, like, want to see, like, okay, this is really cool, like, you know, working your ass off and like running a business and, you know, having a team of 10 and all this stuff. But like, what does that yield you? yeah, I guess that's why I kind of wanted to make a video about this, and yeah, just kind of bring you guys along for the journey, because I am adamant that if you stick to whatever you're doing, one day you'll get there too. And I don't want this to be like some motivational thing, because I'm really not like that. It's just yeah, as I said, like I guess I just know that for you guys it's really cool to see me almost like speak stuff into existence, and like say that I'm going to do something and not do it in a couple weeks or a couple months, but really over the space of 5 years, like execute on a plan and a vision. So yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do me a favor, I'm really curious. I want you guys to leave a comment down below. What is your grail watch? Like, what is your dream watch? And if you leave a comment, as always, guys, you'll be automatically entered to win a pair of Gadzhi G1s. Obviously, this is my e-commerce brand. And down, speaking of giveaways, down below, you'll find the pinned comment. You'll find the giveaway winner from last video. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Look, if you enjoyed that video, I went ahead and picked out another special video that I know you're going to find immensely valuable. You can find it right there. I know you're going to love it, and I'll see you in the next one.